RV Out West is making some exciting changes in 2023, and I cannot wait to share all the juicy details with you in this episode. Stay tuned. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm your host, Brooks. My Family of Fours base camp is located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and our RV adventures radiate out from there. Please grab a mug of coffee and join us as we discuss RVing around the American West. From sweet camping spots, gear and equipment, to tips and tricks, we've got you covered. We are RV Out West. RV Out West's first episode dropped February 23rd, 2022. And what started as a creative outlet during the pandemic has grown into something that I'm quite proud of. You are just as much a part of this journey as a listener, and today I want to celebrate you. If you have been listening since the first episode or are a newish listener, welcome and thank you. I sincerely mean that. I deeply appreciate you listening and following the show. This podcast is growing. Here are some fun stats that I wanted to share. RV Out West was in the top 25% of podcasts shared globally. Because of you, our show was in the top 20% of most followed podcasts. The show had an increase of 336% of streams, and it is up 250% by listeners, and that's all because of you. Again, thank you. You are just as much a part of the show as I am. Where do we go from here, and what's in store for 2023? As you may have seen on social media this past fall, I did a solo camping trip as an RV Out West retreat, and I worked on the show. I'm excited that it is time to finally share with you what all I've got planned for the new year. I'm going to be introducing a standalone pit stop segment. I've had some feedback from listeners that they really like this segment, and while some of my longer format episodes I'm not able to include a pit stop in that episode, I am now going to launch a pit stop every other week. So I'm going to be putting out more content for you. These pit stops will be short, 5 to 7 minutes in length, but they will be great for a dog walk, a few sips of your morning coffee, or for whenever you have a few spare minutes to listen to a pit stop. The first standalone pit stop segment will drop on January 16th, 2023, and will be every other week thereafter. The good news is that there will still be some pit stop segments included throughout the year in the more longer format episodes too. You're just going to get more pit stops. New destination segments. New in 2023, I'm going to be creating a destination style episode. There are currently 5 planned for the new year. These episodes will not have a pit stop segment, but they will do a dive into a location in the Pacific Northwest, and I will share suggestions on places to camp, what activities you can do in the area, maybe where to grab a bite to eat, and to share in our experiences while we were there. I want to entice you to get out and see what's beyond the horizon. How can you get involved in the show? I'd like to encourage each of you to participate in the show. Let's build a community of RVers and campers who love to discuss camping in the Pacific Northwest. I have published a short 9-question survey that should take you about 3 to 5 minutes to complete. If you would head over to either rvoutwest.com or to Instagram, there will be a link in my bio. I will also be publishing the survey tomorrow on Facebook. It would be helpful if you participated, as I want to curate the type of content that you want to listen to and enjoy. So please keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be introducing SpeakPipe. What is it? SpeakPipe allows you to join in on the show and participate. I will provide a phone number, and you will call that number and leave an answer or a message, and you just may end up on the show. It's anonymous and will be a fun way for you as a listener to participate in the show. To start this off, I'm going to pose a question of the month for you to call in and answer. And then the following month, I will play the answers from you, the listeners. I hope that you enjoy the spirit of participation and will join in on the fun. I will be releasing all the details in the first pit stop of 2023 with the first question. Leave a review and a rating for the show. I know all podcasters put this request out, but if you don't mind and you have not yet done so, please go to your podcast app directory and leave this show a rating and a review. It only takes you a few minutes, and it's a simple way to really help the show. I sure would appreciate it. If you have already left a rating and review, thank you so much. Guests. I'm always on the search for guests to have on the show. If you have a topic that you would like to speak about on the show, maybe it's a great destination you've been to here in the Pacific Northwest. Maybe it's a great how-to and our community can learn from you. Please contact me at rv.out.west@gmail.com. Please send me your ideas. As you can see, While I'm working on growing the content offerings and the types of episodes that I publish, I also am hopeful to grow with some audience participation in 2023. You are each a part of the show and of the community. I'd love to hear from you. I'm thrilled to be bringing fresh Pacific Northwest RV podcasts to you every week now in 2023. I wish each of you a very happy holiday. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. It's a special time of year to celebrate. As the show looks to 2023, I look forward to hearing from you via the survey, SpeakPipe Question of the Month. Thank you so much for your continued listening and following along on social media. And if you ever spot us in the wild, please be sure to stop by our campsite and say hello. Here's to a happy new year full of camping adventures, and I hope you're having a wonderful time planning out your next camping season. Thank you again for listening to the show. Our next episode drops on January 9th, 2023. I'm going to take the rest of the year off to be with my family for the holidays. We will be kicking off the new year with a bang. As an RVer, are you worried about the new EV law that will require 100% of new passenger vehicles to be EV or other zero emissions technology by 2035? What will this mean for RVers, those with motorhomes, and those who own a towable trailer? I've got the answers. I interviewed a Washington State representative who also sat as a committee member on the Transportation Board. She and I will dive right into what this all means for our community. You will not want to miss this episode. In the meantime, please be sure to share with your friends and family about this podcast and head over to Apple, Spotify, or Amazon Podcasts and leave this show a rating and a review. If you've not yet subscribed to the show, please do so. That way you'll never miss an episode. If you have an idea for a topic you'd like me to discuss, please contact me at rv.out.west@gmail.com. Remember, please take the survey, and I look forward to hearing your voice on the SpeakPipe in 2023. Now, get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon. Thanks so much for listening to RV Out West. Join us again in 2 weeks with our next episode. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or wherever you choose to get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. And I sure would appreciate if you left a rating or a review of the show. Special thanks to Scott Holmes Music for providing the intro song, We Are One. RV Out West can be found on Instagram and Facebook, where you can interact with us and follow along on our RV adventures around the Pacific Northwest. So get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.